Jessica Mann, the once aspiring actress who's accusing ex-Hollywood mogul Harvey Weinstein of rape, is expected to take the stand in a New York courtroom today. This is now the third time that she'll have to recount her alleged encounter with Weinstein that she says happened in a Manhattan hotel room back in 2013. Now, Weinstein denies all allegations of non-consensual sexual misconduct that spans decades from dozens of women. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Melas joins us now. We're waiting right now for Mann to take the stand, Chloe, but there were two other witnesses. What did they say?
Yeah, so one was a person who worked at the DoubleTree Hotel, and another was the head of security. And they were talking about the day that Harvey Weinstein and Jessica Mann checked into this hotel in 2013, in which Jessica Mann alleges that she was raped in that hotel room by Harvey Weinstein. And I want to read you part of the testimony from one of the individuals. They were asked today, how were you feeling when Harvey Weinstein was checking in alongside Jessica Mann? And they said, I felt intimidated. Besides the looming part of him leaning forward, his voice, meaning Harvey Weinstein, was firm and loud. It was more firm and loud, and he was trying to rush the process. And so right now you are having these witnesses take the stand to sort of paint the picture as to other eyewitnesses that saw Jessica Mann and Harvey Weinstein together that day. And like you said, we are waiting for Jessica Mann to take the stand sometime this afternoon, Morgan.
But the bottom line is Mann's lawyers want to avoid a mistrial like last time. So what new evidence are they providing to avoid that?
That is a great question. So we're really not going to know until her testimony gets underway. It is still early stages of this trial, and we don't know if they have any new tricks up their sleeve as to what they're going to present. I mean, look, you already have seen Harvey Weinstein be found guilty on Jessica Mann in the first trial several years ago. Then that conviction was overturned.
You were actually following that trial,
I was
right?
in the courtroom when she testified that time. Again, over the summer, I was in there again when she testified a second time, and the jury unable to come to a verdict as it pertained to Jessica Mann herself. And there were three women who testified over the summer. Harvey Weinstein found guilty on one, not guilty on the other with Kaya Sikola, and then Jessica Mann, the jury couldn't come to a decision. So this has to be really emotional and hard for her to take the stand again. But you will see Harvey Weinstein's team looking at the transcripts of her past testimony and potentially trying to use her own words against her, because she really can't veer too off of the previous scripts of what she said. And I don't mean it in that way as them being an actress or a script, but she has to stay true to the testimonies that she's given before, because you could see them try to turn her own words against her, and it could get pretty contentious and emotional for her as she's doing this for a third time.
We know you will keep us abreast. Chloe Melas for us. Chloe, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.